Correct for 20 points. Next toss-up. 20 points, correct for 20 points. For your next toss-up, the family of the mountain beaver, Aplodontidae, is endemic. Match.
Well, it's a tie right now. We need to finish this question.
Well, time went out before, so it's a tiebreaker, and so there's 5 minutes.
Do we have a chance to answer that question that you were currently reading?
No, the buzzer came after he said time. If you had buzzed in before, of course. But so we have a tie, is that correct? Confirmed? Make us all feel better so we can see 80. What a comeback.
So we'll have 5 more minutes.
5-minute match to break the tie. Okay? You got a 5-minute timer ready? Yep. Okay. And everyone's ready? All right. Here goes the 5-minute tiebreaker. Toss-up question. What is the term for a standing dead tree from which green won? That is correct. For your bonus, for the following photo, give the common name, scientific name, year when this species was listed as federally endangered, and scientific name of the pathogen spread by commercial hives that is reducing sperm count in males of this species.
Rusty Blackhawk Bumblebee.
No points awarded. Rusty Patched Bumblebee, Bombus affinis, 2017, and Nosimba bombai. Next toss-up. Red Rock Lakes National Wildlife Refuge was established primarily to protect red one.
Trumpeter swans?
That is correct. What species of waterfowl? For your bonus, it is an audio. And so for the audio, give its common name, its genus, its average incubation period, and tell which sex excavates the nest cavity. Pause time. Just a second ago when we were trying. We're just going to skip this bonus. I'm sorry. It would have been a downy woodpecker. But let's move on to the next bonus. It is a carry-on. For this bonus, give the family, scientific name, common name, what Northwest Georgia river system is it endemic to?
Family Cyprinidae. I'm going to say the river is Hiawassee. Blackline minnow.
Correct for 5 points. It's the Coosa Shiner and the Coosa River, Cyprinidae, and I'm not going to butcher the scientific name today. Next, toss-up. What are 2 North American families of salamanders exhibiting external fertilization? Green 4. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Red 4. Incorrect. Cryptobranchidae, and Sirenidae. Next toss-up. What is the name given to a neonate muskrat? Red 4. That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, for this carry-on, give the family, scientific name, common name, and what habitat does this species typically breed in?
Family is Hylidae. Acreus acrylis. Forested wetlands as habitat. Southern cricket frog.
Correct for 5 points. Hylidae, Pseudacris, ocularis, little grass frog, and herbaceous wetlands. All right, next toss-up. What is the common name of the insect that has a high preference for Prunus serratina and produces tightly woven silken nests in the crotches of branches in the spring? Green 2.
Bagworms?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Time. Do we have a winner? Virginia Tech, winner. Good match. Next up, Tennessee Tech, Mississippi State. LSU Auburn is on deck. Good match, guys. Yes, Tennessee Tech and Mississippi State. Woo, the drama.
Check. Check one. Check one. Check one.
Nice and tight.
Thanks, Cindy.
There's fresh.
Oh, well, I would love a fresh sheet of paper. Or would you like a fresh sheet of paper?
Kinda.
Oh,
We'll go through this bracket through the winners, and then we'll take a small break, and then we'll do a couple of losers bracket matches. All right, next match. Are we ready? All right, we've got Tennessee Tech University against Mississippi State University. Let's go ahead and buzzer check on Tennessee Tech. And Mississippi State. Excellent. And who's captain over here? Right there? Okay, captain over here at the end. Okay. All right, we are ready to go, if I remember where I left off. All right, are we ready on match time? Do we have a Krisha? All right, ready to start match time. First toss-up. To which taxonomic family does the Raffinus big-eared bat belong, and to what suborder does it belong? Green 1. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Red 3.
Vespertilionidae and Chiroptera.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You got half of it. Vespertilionidae, and it's changed. Yango Chiroptera is current, of course. Next toss-up. On which order of animals did J.B.S. Haldane supposedly remark that the creator must have had an inordinate fondness for given their incredible global diversity? Red 3.
Rodentia.
That is incorrect. Coleoptera. Next toss-up. How many air sacs do birds have? Red, 4.
9.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, we will try an audio. Yeah, I think it'll work this time. For this audio, give its common name, its scientific name, its primary breeding habitat in Georgia, and its primary food habits. Sorry.
Habitat, bottomland hardwoods. It's
Incorrect. That's what I wanted. Pause time. There we go. Oak toad, Anaxyrus, Quercus, shallow pools from heavy rains, and invertebrates. I'm sure I butchered those names, sorry. Start time. Next toss-up. What is the term for the superficial channel connecting each of the nares to the upper lip of the rostrum in plethodontids? Green, 1.
Franum?
Incorrect. You got it in time. Red, 3.
tear duct.
Incorrect. Lasionavial groove. I'm sorry, can't speak. Yeah, make sure we're not conversing during toss-ups. Thanks. All right, so next toss-up. In fisheries research, catch at age, catch at length, and catch per unit effort are commonly used to estimate what metric? Red, 3.
Maximum sustainable yield.
That is incorrect. Not in time. Abundance or relative abundance. Next toss-up. In mark recapture analysis, the model M sub H describes what condition? Red, 3.
The number marked over the number total caught.
That is incorrect. Not in time. Sorry. Heterogeneity in the capture probability. Next toss-up. The indirect effect of pesticides on birds usually refers to what? Red, 3.
The thinning of their eggshells.
That is incorrect. Green, 3.
Loss in food.
That is correct. Effects to the food supply. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this item, give the family, scientific name, common name, and what habitat would you most likely find this species in?
Pirate perch?
No points awarded. It is a fat sleeper. Someone's going home with that nickname before the end of Conclave. Eleotridae and Dormitator maculatus and coastal wetlands, ditches, impoundments, tidal creeks for habitat. Next toss-up. Most indices of abundance are not useful in wildlife management because they fail to account for what? Red 3.
Mortality.
Incorrect. Green 3.
Species entering and leaving the habitat.
Incorrect. Detection rate or detection probability. Next toss-up. What feature makes ephemeral wetlands especially important breeding sites for many amphibians? Green 1.
Lack of fish.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a verbal bonus, so you just get to listen to me. Give the standardized endings for the following higher levels of taxonomy in plants: division, class, order, and family.
Division is Phyta. Family is that C? ADEA. Order is Ales.
Correct for 5 points. The order was correct. Ophyta for the division, Opsida, Ales, and Acea for plant families. Next toss-up. What is the common name for the species Athea colaris? Red 3.
Ring-necked duck.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a visual, so direct yourself towards the screen. For the following photo, give the family, scientific name, family of its primary prey, and fang type.
Family is Colubridae. Scientific name, Nerodia rhombifer. Rear-fanged for the fangs.
Correct for 5 points. Natricidae, Nerodia was correct, and Ictaluridae for the family of its prey, and no fangs. Next toss-up. Who is the current U.S. Secretary of Agriculture? Sonny Perdue, who has a Georgia connection, so that's why we talk about it. Next toss-up. How many toes does a northern river otter have on each hind foot? Red 1.
4.
That is incorrect. Green 1.
5.
5 is correct. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. Give the family, scientific name, common name, and other than lumber, what is its economic importance?
Slippery elm. Omidae. And horticulture.
No points awarded, but I don't think it matters. The answers were Aceraceae, Acer, Saccharum, sugar maple, maple syrup. But it was enough anyway. Tennessee Tech University is the winner, 35 to 25. Okay. Trying to, I missed the second one, but LSU Auburn. What's that? Oh, okay. Hey, Chris, what was the final score on your guys' match? I think it's 110 to 95 then. 110 to 95. We have a judge potty break, so it'll be just a moment.
Oh, we have a lunch break with the judge.
I have kids, so they're potty break.
Alright, should we study?
I'm on.
Oh no.
I've known some of the answers so far. I haven't. I feel like not awful. I'm scared. I'm lying to myself.
I'm feeling not awful. I'm scared.
I've been lying to myself. I want a new piece of paper. I don't want their paper.
Pretest FISBO. Yeah, that's why I was like, you know how you like the mock quiz bowl meeting? I was like,
All right, so let's go ahead and do a buzzer check while we're getting everybody in and out of the door. So Auburn University. And Louisiana State University, LSU. Excellent. Let's go ahead and close the door. All right, a general announcement. While matches are going on, let's not go in and out of the door. There's a lot of distraction going on. It happens to be right by the competitor, so no going in and out while the matches are going on. Just in time. All right, so match time ready? All right, first toss-up question. Oh, sorry, which is the captain at the end and in the middle? Okay. All right, good luck. To which taxonomic, oh, I already read that one. First toss-up. What Georgia DNR biologist invented the first dart gun for white-tailed deer in the 1950s, and what was the gun's name? Jack Crockford, and it was the capture gun, which is still in use today. Next toss-up. Who are the two authors of the book, The Theory of Island Biogeography?
E.O.
Green.
Willis and John Brown.
I'm sorry, I didn't fully recognize you. Red 3.
E.O. Willis and John Brown.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. E.O. Wilson and Robert MacArthur. MacArthur and Wilson. Nice try. Next toss-up. What southeastern bat species primarily feeds by gleaning as opposed to hawking? Red 3.
Rafinesque's big-eared bat.
That is correct. Townsend's would have also been an acceptable answer. For your bonus, it is a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, give the scientific name, common name, term for its diet, and the term for the shape of its mouth.
Common name, blue catfish. Diet, generalist. Subterminal mouth.
Incorrect, no points awarded. It is flathead catfish, piscivorous and supraterminal mouth, and Pylodictis olivaris. All right, so next toss-up. White-tailed deer have how many upper incisor teeth? Red, 4. Sorry? None. Correct, for 10 points. They don't have any incisor teeth in the upper portion. For your bonus, it is a verbal. What do the following acronyms stand for? SCWDS, SCWDS, NWF, SSAR, and AOU.
American Ornithologists Union, National Wildlife Federation. That's all we got.
Okay. Yeah, if you're done answering, you could just
Okay.
Southeastern Cooperative Wildlife Disease Study, correct for 10 points. And then Society for the Study of Amphibians and Reptiles was the other one. Next, toss-up. Developed in the early 1960s by DuPont, what is the name for the flame-resistant material commonly used in apparel worn by firefighters? Nomex. Next toss-up. How many primaries does a ruffed grouse molt with each wing in its hatch year? Red, 3.
10.
That is incorrect. Green, 2.
7.
Also incorrect. 8. Next toss-up. Give the common name of the only native North American Mediterranean. The Virginia opossum. Next toss-up. What does a pteridologist study? Green, 2.
Wings.
Incorrect. No conversing. So that question's done. Ferns, not pterodactyls.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Next toss-up. What is the term used to describe the processes that form the joints between adjacent vertebrae? Green, 4. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Zygopophysis. Next toss-up. As seen in vertisols, what category of soil clays exhibit drastic volume changes associated with varying levels of hydration? Green, 2.
Sandy loams.
That's incorrect. Shrink swell clays. And please make sure you're not talking while the toss-up is going on. Only during bonuses can you. Next toss-up. What is ecdysis? Green, 2.
Molting.
Can you be more specific?
Molting of the skin.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. Give the family, scientific name, no points awarded. Ebinaceae, Diospyros, it's persimmon. Numerous animals consume the fruits. Next toss-up. There are currently 5 federally endangered mammal species listed for the state of Georgia. Give the common name for each. graybat, Indiana bat, West Indian manatee, northern right whale, and the humpback whale. Next toss-up. Known for getting hotter than a hoochie coochie, what river has been...
The Chattahoochee.
I'm sorry you weren't recognized. Red 4. That is correct.
Good job.
For your bonus, it is a visual, so direct yourself to the screen.
Come on, bird.
For the following range map of a southeastern amphibian, give the family, scientific name, primary habitat for this species, and common name of the southeastern conifer with a nearly identical distribution.
Longleaf pine. Frosted flatwood salamander. Longleaf pine forests for the habitat.
That's incorrect, no points. That is Hylidae, Hyla andersonii, shrub bogs, precosins, and seepage wetlands, and the Atlantic white cedar is what it overlaps with. Next toss-up. What group of frogs native to the Pacific Northwest are known to exhibit internal fertilization? Tailed frogs. Next toss-up. What is the scientific name of the federally threatened amphibian that likely experienced catastrophic losses from storm surge flooding during Hurricane Michael just last year? Red 3.
Frosted flatwood salamander.
That is incorrect. Ambystoma cingulatum. Time. We have a winner. LSU 40 to Auburn 10. Congratulations. Tennessee Martin. Oh, okay. No, it's Tennessee Martin versus Cleveland State is next. And then Launch Tech will play the winner. Where are the other cards? No, we're in the winner's bracket. Cleveland State won 20 to 15. Yeah. Cleveland State and UT Martin. We're running through the entire winner's bracket. And then at the very end, we'll have to do a couple of the losers bracket.
Questions, what else they're asking. So he's already on genus species.
Cleveland State. Cleveland State. Right there. And on deck is Virginia Tech against Law Tech. So you can get the next two ready. Virginia Tech and Louisiana Tech. Let's go ahead and buzzer check. Cleveland State. And Tennessee Martin. All right, captain for Tennessee Martin, captain for in the middle. Okay. Is everyone ready? All right. For your first toss-up, match time start. What is the term used to describe the region on the snout from which most of the vibrissae originate? Mystacial pad. Next toss-up. Bushmasters are one of the few pit vipers to lay shelled eggs that develop after deposition. What is the term describing the retention of eggs inside the female's body until development is complete? Green 1.
Gestation.
That is incorrect. Red 4.
Viviparous.
That is incorrect. Ovoviviparity or ovoviviparous. Next toss-up. Which ovary and oviduct is reduced or lost in most birds? Red 1.
The left.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Green 3.
The right?
That's correct. For your bonus, it's a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? What is the technical name for its tail? What is its federal protection status? And how many other species from its taxonomic order currently exist in the world?
Status not endangered. Least concern.
Correct for no points. It is a Trichechus manitus. Fluke for the tail, threatened. It just got upgraded to that, or downgraded, I should say, and 3 extant species. Next bonus. What environmental act was passed in 1969? Red 1.
Endangered Species Act.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll finish the question. Was passed in 69, was the first federal law to provide protection for amphibians, reptiles, mollusks, and crustaceans that were in danger of extinction. Green 3.
Wetlands Protection Act.
Incorrect. Endangered Species Conservation Act. Next, toss-up. What southeastern member of the family Ranidae is known for its toxic skin secretions and unusual fondness for cave environments? Red 1.
Cave salamander.
That is incorrect. Green 4. Incorrect, the pickerel frog. Next, toss-up. What is the name used to describe waterfowl management areas described as seasonally flooded hardwood bottomland forests? Red 1.
Green tree reservoirs.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? What is its average gestation period? What infraclass does it belong to? And how many continents does it currently occur on?
Two continents. Three months for the gestation period.
No points awarded. Myocastrocoipus, it's 4 1/4 months. And Eutheria in 5 continents. It's not on Australia or Antarctica yet. Cold day. Next, toss-up. What type of thinning does not yield trees of commercial value, but is usually designed to reduce stocking to concentrate growth on the more desirable trees? Red 1.
Thinning.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Green 4. Incorrect. Pre-commercial thinning, specifically. Next, toss-up. What is the term for the space used by an animal to carry out its varied activities? Red 1.
Home range.
Correct, for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a verbal bonus. What do the following acronyms stand for? PARC, ASM, SEAFWA, and NBCI.
National Bob White Conservation Initiative, Southeastern Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies, American Society of Mollusks.
Correct for 10 points, not the mollusks, I'm sorry. Mammalogists, though, and partners in amphibian and reptile conservation. Next toss-up. What is the scientific name for the causative agent of swine brucellosis? Brucella suis. Next toss-up. What term is used to describe fish that spend most of their life in fresh water but return to the ocean to spawn? Red 2.
Catadrums.
That is correct. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry? Incorrect. I was about to finish the question. The rest of the question was, and what southeastern fish species best exhibits this life history? So it is catadromous, but it's the American eel that was the second part of that question. Sorry. Next toss-up. What mandatory device has been immensely successful in the recovery of the Atlantic loggerhead sea turtle? The TED, or turtle excluder device. Name the type of spongiform encephalopathy that was originally discovered in captive mule deer in Colorado. Red 4.
CWD.
I'll accept that, yes, chronic wasting disease, CWD, good. For your bonus, it's a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? What type of toe arrangement does it possess? What visual trait distinguishes males from females? And what are its primary prey items in the southeast?
The mylar patch is what distinguishes it. Prey is insects in the southeast. The toe arrangement is 3.
Correct for 5 points. The mylar patch or stripe, I'll accept that. And ants and ground beetles specifically, Zygodactyl and Coloptes auratus for the scientific name. Next, toss-up. Who is the current president-elect of the Southeastern? Red 1.
Gary White.
That is incorrect. I'll finish the question. Of the Southeastern section of the Wildlife Society. Green 3.
John E. McDonald Jr.
Incorrect. Dr. Raymond Eagley. time. UTM 45, Cleveland 10. Congratulations. What's up? There. Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right, so Virginia Tech and Louisiana Tech. Once we get through all the, it does start today. The 5 seconds to start answer to buzz in. If you buzz in 5 seconds, you get it. If you buzz in, you get 10 seconds to answer.
Thank you, too.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
You too.
Yep.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So UT Martin and Tennessee Tech is on deck, so just be ready. And a little reminder, those mics up there are hot. Please speak into them. We're streaming this live nationwide. I don't know if you knew that or not. But they can't hear any of the responses unless you speak into the mic. So feel free to have them close. Get personal with it. It'll be great. All right. Quick buzzer check on. Awesome. All right, so is everyone ready? All right, starting time now. First toss-up. What family of popular aquarium fish are peacock bass as well as tilapia assigned to? Green 4. That is incorrect. Cichlidae. Next toss-up. What is the term for the shark-like spiraling gut found in sturgeons? Spiral valve or spiral valve intestine. Next toss-up. Registered forestry herbicides, Tahoe and Garland, contain what active ingredient? Red 2.
Glyphosate?
That is incorrect. Green 4.
Velpar?
That is incorrect. Triclopyr. Next toss-up. What is a female swan called? A pen. Next toss-up. Name the 3 components in the combustion triangle. Green 1.
Fuel, oxygen, ignition.
That is incorrect. Red 4.
Fuel, heat, and oxygen.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on species. For the following carry-on, what is the name of the structure labeled A, And name 3 features this item possesses that are designed specifically to ensure more humane treatment of animals. It's an earth anchor that's labeled, and then laminate jaws, offset jaws, swivels, pan tension adjuster were the safety features. All right, next toss-up. What is the name of the mark recapture method that requires a closed population but is limited to only 2 capture periods? Green 3.
Schnabel.
That is incorrect. Lincoln-Peterson method is only 2 sampling periods. Next toss-up. Which bird species has a lower mandible longer than the upper mandible? Green 1.
Black skimmer.
That is correct. For 10 points. For your bonus, it's a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following species, the following species was introduced into the U.S. in the 1830s. Give the genus, the original purpose for its introduction to the U.S., continent it is native to, and feature of the leaves best distinguishing it from other similar shrubs.
Elaeagnus genus. It was originally introduced for soil erosion control. Asia is the native continent. Silvery and fuzzy on the underside of the leaf.
Correct for 15 points. It was originally introduced for habitat improvement for wildlife specifically. Great idea, guys. Next toss-up. Beggar tick, stick-tight, burr marigold, tick seed, sunflower, and Spanish needle are all common names for what genus of plant that is considered a good native seed source for waterfowl in the southeast? Bidens, also a previous vice president. What is the, next toss-up, what is the common name of the state flower of South Carolina? Green 1.
Flowering dogwood.
Incorrect. Red 2.
Sunflower.
Incorrect. Yellow jasmine. Next, toss-up. What is the term for stem hypertrophy as seen in wetland trees such as Taxodium distichum? Red 2.
Butt swell.
Stop time. Conferring with the judges. We'll accept that answer. Butt swell is an answer at Conclave. We were also considering buttressing. All right, so for your bonus, it's a verbal bonus. What are the leaf types for the following plant species? Be specific as possible. Flowering dogwood, black locust, trumpet creeper, black walnut.
trumpet creeper is alternate?
No points awarded. Simple, odd pennately compound, odd pennately compound, and even pennately compound for the responses. Next, toss-up. Used for lethal control of starlings and blackbirds, DRC 1339 uses what type of delivery system? Green 4.
Oral?
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual. For the following photo, give the family, scientific name, common name of the subspecies, and year listed under the ESA.
Colubridae family. Eastern indigo snake. So it was 2005.
And scientific name?
Correct for 5 points. It is Colubridae, but it's a black pine snake, Pediophis melanoleucus, and it was listed in 2015. The keeled scales give it away. Next toss-up. In what year was the use of lead shot for waterfowl hunting banned in Canada, 8 years after the ban occurred in the U.S.? Red 2.
1990.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That would be green 1.
2014.
Incorrect, thankfully. 1999. Next toss-up. Name the structure that consists of a sac that opens into the posterior of the small intestine that contains microbes that digest cellulose. Green 4.
Cecum?
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a verbal bonus. Define the following terms. Hematophagy, xylophagy, osteophagy, and anthropophagy.
So, xylophagy is eating wood. Yeah, hematophagy is blood. Osteo is bones. Anthro is people. Yeah.
Is what?
People, eating people.
Correct for 20 points.
Yeah.
Match time. So that is match. Virginia Tech wins. All right, so okay, and so we have one more match. That, let's see.
Not that bad.
Again? Yes, we are going through UT Martin and Tennessee Tech, and then LSU Vatech. So. Yes. Who are you with? Yes, you will have one more match. Next up, UT Martin and Tennessee Tech. On deck, LSU Vatech. Is that a little set? go ahead and check our buzzers while we're waiting for our timer. All right, so team captain again at the end and team captain there, okay? Are we ready? Okay. First toss-up. In what season would prescribed fire provide the largest benefit to managing coastal plain landscapes for ephemeral pond breeding amphibians? Red 4.
Summer.
That is correct. Warm season, growing season, burn, summer certainly fits in that category. For your bonus, it's a carry-on. For this carry-on, provide the following: scientific name, sex, age class, what is the maximum recommended water depth for its management in impoundments.
Okay, sex is male. Juvenile. 2 feet.
Incorrect on all counts. Anis creca for the scientific name. It's an adult female, and 10 to 12 inches of water, because it's so small. All right, next toss-up. What is the scientific name for the causative agent of white nose syndrome? Pseudogymnascus destructans. Next toss-up. Where do birds in the family Paridae nest? Red 2.
Tree cavities?
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a visual. For the following photo, give the order, family, scientific name of the species at the top of the photo, and scientific name for the species at the bottom of the photo.
Leporidae for family.
No points. It is Esochiformes, Esochidae, Esox americanus, and Esox niger. Next toss-up. What is the term for a domesticated species that has reverted to a wild pot? Green 1.
Feral.
Correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it will also be a visual. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? How many other members of its genus breed in North America? On how many continents does this species occur? And what ecological rule relates to its members of this species being darker in color near the equator?
Ecological reason is Glogger's rule. The number is 3. Continents is also 3.
Correct for 5 points. It is Glogger's rule, and it's 5 and then 6 continents, and then Falco peregrinus for the scientific name. Next toss-up. Manipulation of water levels in beaver ponds can be an important tool in managing emergent aquatic vegetation for waterfowl. Red 1.
Drop log structures.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll finish the question. Name the water control device developed by researchers at Clemson University that consists of a perforated PVC pipe encased in a heavy gauge hog wire basket. Green 1.
A pipe stand.
Incorrect. Clemson Beaver Pond Leveler. Fancy tools. Next toss-up. The voice box in the bird is red 4.
Posterior of the esophagus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll finish the question. If I can find it. The voice box in birds is not a larynx, but a structure at the base of the windpipes constructed like a trumpet. What is this structure called? Green 1.
Pharynx.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. A syrinx. Next toss-up. In radio telemetry, what cable type connects the antenna to the receiver? Green 1.
HDML.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Red 2.
Coax.
Say that again?
Coax.
Yes, that's correct. Coaxial cable. For your bonus, it is a visual. For the following photo, give the family, scientific name, breeding habitat, and what primary form of management is being used to restore and maintain its adult and breeding habitats.
Family Plethodontidae. Ephemeral pools for the habitat. They're managing it by preserving forest habitat.
Correct for 5 points. Salamandridae, and there's the scientific name for you. Ephemeral ponds, and growing season prescribed fire is the management tool. Next toss-up. What do you call the study of the incidence, distribution, and control of disease in a population? Green 3.
Epidemiology.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a carry-on. For this carry-on, provide the name of the bone labeled A, the name of the bone labeled B, the name of the bone labeled C, and provide the sex for this item or the species it came from. Animal.
A is coxal. Sex is male.
No points. It is pubis, ilium, ischium, and that was a female. Next toss-up. What cutaneous sensory system do fish use? Red 4.
Lateral line system.
That is correct. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For the item, give the family, scientific name, common name, and what comprises most of this species' diet.
Ants for the diet. Hylidae. Acris scriptans for the scientific name.
Correct for 5 points. Ants are the diet. Microhylidae, Gastrophryne carolinensis, eastern narrow-mouthed toad for the common name. And that's match time. So UT Martin, 50. Tennessee Tech, 25. Really quick. So that was UT Martin.
Virginia.
Someone else just went really straight across, I think.
Don't judge some of the answers I might give. Good luck.
Yeah, we didn't practice at all, so
Yeah. Good
we'll
luck.
have fun. That's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
LSU, Virginia Tech.
This one is the name of the game.
We're just hanging around.
It's memorization.
Not really.
And the winner of this match stays on for the next match.
Just kidding, guys.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you guys hear that?
Go Tigers.
The winner of this match stays on for the next match. So we have one. If we win. So maybe we should just bring some confidence over there.
Peace out.
I have no idea. How bad were these questions?
What time is it, Ronaldo?
Really?
That's what we could have one on.
Which is the study of diseases, brain. All right, we need to get some freaking bird questions in here.
Yeah.
Like, I really need some. Like, there's way too many amphibian questions. Yeah.
A little public service announcement. For the schools that have not had your group photo taken yet, now would be a great time unless you are playing in a match or on deck for the next match. And on deck for the next match is UT Martin will play the winner of this match. So if you haven't had your group photo taken, now would be a lovely time to do so.
Hi, Mom.
All right, we're waiting for more bathrooms. We can check our buzzers, though. Just get buzzed.
I think it here, but I'll take it here.
All right, thank you. We have everybody? Excellent. All right. We'll wait for the exodus.
I'll try.
Not that they don't want to see you.
Did you know that toss-up that I got thrown out? Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. What's the farthest? Did you draw it? This one? You didn't? Oh, you did. Okay.
All right, so LSU team captain and Virginia Tech team captain, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Quiet, please. For your first toss-up, match time, in 1905, what federal act transferred the management of forest reserves from the Department of Interior to the newly created Bureau of Forestry? The Transfer Act.
Good name.
Next toss-up, what is the term for males of a social insect species? Red 4.
Drone.
Correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this item, give the family, scientific name, common name, and scientific name of the wildlife species for which this plant's occurrence has been used as an index of density.
Oleaceae. Oh, geez, that was loud. Sorry.
Oleaceae is the family. Common name. Chinese privet.
No points. Celestraceae, Euonymus americanus,
gotten
and it's a strawberry
white-tailed
bush, and it's white-tailed deer that can index the populations of. All right, for your next toss-up, who is the current president of the Southeastern section of the Wildlife Society? Dr. Michael Minjak. Next toss-up, how is the diet of a woodchuck described? Green 2.
Herbivorous.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this wing, provide the order, the sex of the specimen, and describe 2 other external morphometric characteristics not on the wing that help distinguish between sexes for this species.
Sex, female.
Correct for 5 points. Charadriiformes for the order, it's a woodcock. And bill length, the females are longer. Body mass, females are larger. Next toss-up. If a bird breeds in Canada, flies south in the fall to winter in Texas, and then in spring leaves Amarillo by morning to return to Canada, what migration strategy would that bird be exhibiting? Red 1.
Neotropical migration.
That is incorrect. Green 2.
Diurnal migration.
Incorrect. Short distance migrant, because it didn't leave the continent. Next toss-up. In sampling, what distribution is represented by data constructs such as counts of numbers of frog calls per sample point or number of legume stems per plot? Red 4.
Density.
Incorrect. You got that in time.
Point count.
Incorrect. The distribution would be a Poisson distribution. Next toss-up. Evaluation of commercial traps for 23 species of North American fur bearers conducted by the AFWA and USDA APHIS resulted in the development of what set of documents? Best management practices for traffic. Next toss-up. Relative to outdoor recreation, what does the acronym LNT stand for? Leave no trace. Next toss-up. In what organ is the pellet formed for species in the family Strigidae? Red 4.
Stomach.
Incorrect. Green 2.
Gizzard.
That is correct. For your bonus, it is a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, what is its common name? What is its family? To what Georgia barrier island were they introduced? And in what other U.S. state are they native?
Common name, plain chachalacha, also native to Texas. Sapelo Island. Family. Galliformes.
Correct for 10 points. It's Chachalaca, not Chachalacha, and Crasidae. But it is Sapelo Island and Texas.
I'm sorry.
So 10 points. Next toss-up. In model evaluation using AIC, how do you know if a model performed better than the other models tested? The AIC value is lower. In farm pond management, what is the common name of the primary forage species for largemouth bass? Red 2.
Minnows.
Incorrect. Green 2.
Perch.
Incorrect. Bluegill. Next toss-up. What is the term for the self-filling water basins used for quail management in arid climates of the western U.S.? Red 2.
Springs.
Incorrect. Green 2.
Ephemeral pools.
Incorrect. The gallinaceous guzzler. So it's a real thing. Next toss-up. Name the term used to describe the very low frequency sounds produced by elephants for long-distance communication. Infrasound. What are the 4 main types of mammalian teeth? Red 1.
Incisors. Well, I've already messed that up. Carnassial, premolars, and molars.
Stop time.
Main canines. Was that the main? Was that right? Okay. Oh, okay. Thought I messed that up.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Start time, and you guys have a chance to answer. Incisors, canines,
Canines is what I meant.
premolar, and molar. Next toss-up. Greenbrier, mountain laurel, and Christmas fern are common components of the winter diet of what game bird found in the red 1?
Ruffed grouse.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a verbal bonus. Give the common name of the waterfowl species featured in the last 4 federal duck stamps.
Common name, right? So Canada goose, mallard. I think it was ruddy duck and I think wood duck.
Not bad. 15 points. Trumpeter swan. Got some duck hunters. I like it. All right, for your next toss-up, brown-headed nuthatch and red-cockaded woodpeckers share what social system, which is characterized by alloparental care? Red 4.
Colonial.
Incorrect. You guys have a chance to answer. Green 2.
Family groups.
Incorrect. Cooperative breeding. It's a tie. So close to ending it right there.
Two
But
ties.
we will have a 5-minute tie break. Are you ready on time? Competitors ready? All right. Sudden death. No, 5 minutes. Sorry. Next toss-up. Name one of the geologic periods known as the Age of Amphibians. Red 4.
Permian?
That is one of them, yes, correct, for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this item, provide the following: scientific name, tribe, sex, age class.
It's a female.
Age class.
Adult.
His anus. Yeah. Not rub rapes, but
Yeah, that's okay.
Correct for 5 points. Anis platyrhynchos. Anatini. It is a female, and it was immature. Like me sometimes.
Teeny. What a cute name.
All right, so your next toss-up. What is the term for the pattern of selecting a single mate within a breeding season, but a different mate for each subsequent breeding season? Red 4.
Seasonal monogamy?
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this item, give the family, scientific name, common name, and habitat you would most likely find this plant in.
Poaceae is the family. Little blue stem. Open field, like early successional grass field. That's all we got.
Correct for 5 points. It is Poaceae. Good. Chasmanthium, latifolium, Indian wood oats or river oats, riparian zones, bottomlands for habitat. Next toss-up. What term applies to a region or land area drained by a single stream, river, or drainage network? Red 4.
Watershed?
Correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a visual. For the following photo, what is the scientific name, its family, what is its primary diel activity pattern, and what is its IUCN Red List status?
okay, so Piker. Yeah. So what scientific? Oh no. Family is what's the Piker?
IUCN is, we'll go with threatened. It's diurnal.
Family. Oh, I can't remember. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. It's in Susie's.
Time. Correct for 5 points. Okatona princeps, Okatonidae, diurnal is what you got, and least concern. Next toss-up. What is the common name of the only parrot species endemic to Florida? Red 2.
Carolina parakeet.
That is correct. For your IGFA world record weight for Microptera salmoides, and where was it caught? Red 4.
30 pounds, caught in Georgia.
Incorrect.
1 pound, caught in Georgia.
Incorrect. It's 22 pounds, 4 ounces for the largemouth bass. And that's match time. And Virginia Tech won. Congratulations. So the score was 75 to what? Uh, 45. Yes. And you will be facing UT Martin for the winner of this room.
Tired of sitting up here. Let's do that.
Good comeback. Yeah, say that into the mic.
Yeah. Right after this, this is our last year.
Hey, Kieran. They got guano. They got guano.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're finishing each room. Yep.
So I'm gonna send it. So
We'll skip it. Uh-oh.
Should have my water bottle.
I always start. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Just go ahead and put it on.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we can leave it there. As long as we can get it back there. Nope.
That would be like out. Photocrop me out. Photocrop me out.
That's too long.
That's kind of weird.
There's very obscure questions going on.
What?
Very obscure questions going on. I'm not getting any of the toss-ups. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
Thank you for picking up the slack on that one.
I mean,
Hey, good. No, good.
I don't think that's true, Garrett. I think
Yes.
we've been.
You'll have
I think we're all doing great.
while we
I
get
want the world to hear this.
Love you guys.
All 5 people watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like,
I want you to hear it.
not if you have them come back.
So much.
Do they?
Not endangered.
Is it just American? Is it
No, but I feel like it's always like.
All right, so let's go ahead and check our buzzers. All right, we're still working. That's good. Could we close the doors out there, please? All right. So this is to determine who wins out of this room. And so if you do win this match, your next match will be tomorrow against the winner of that room, and that will determine the winner of the winner's bracket. And so if you win, you're done for the day. I'm sure if you lose, you're also done for the day. But not for the tournament. And so good luck. Are we ready on timers? Oh, okay. We don't have a scorekeeper. You can jump in until she gets here and judge at the same time. Look at her. We're having other difficulties. Or we'll just hang out here for a while. No looking? That's all the first one said. Slide what? 139. We'll just do it. All right, we're cooking with gas. All right, sorry for the delay.
No, you're good.
All right, so we've got Virginia Tech and Tennessee Martin, and we are ready to begin. That's where we left off. All right, finally I'm ready. First toss-up. A short shoot that falls off of the tree at the end of a season. Green 4.
Terminal bud.
That is incorrect. I'll finish the question. Is said to be what? Red 3.
Terminal.
Incorrect. Determinant. Next toss-up. On the primary coverts of a northern bobwhite, the lack of a buffy tip indicates what? Red 1.
That it's an adult.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? Which subspecies is endangered? What is the translation of its specific epithet? And at approximately what age does their permanent third premolar erupt?
So scientific name for mule deer? Go on. Yeah. What's this one? Subspecies is endangered? I don't know. We don't know that, but that age of what?
No points. It is Otocolia hemionus. Cedros island mule deer. The specific epithet translates to half mule, or half-assed if you prefer. And at age 2 or between year and a half and 2.5. Next toss-up. What insect species has become a damaging pest to eastern hemlock? Green 1.
Hemlock woolly adelgid.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual, so direct yourself to the screen. For the following photo, what is its scientific name? What raptor does this species mimic extremely well? What toe arrangement do they exhibit? And how many other members of their family occur in the southeast?
It mimics a red-shouldered hawk. There are 2 others, members of the family. Three front, 1 back toe arrangement.
Correct for 5 points. That type of toe arrangement can be called anisodactyl, but it could also be something else. And Cyanocita, cristata, and then there are 4. So 5 points. Next toss-up. A life tape. Just said the answer. We'll skip that. Next toss-up. What is a male swan called? Green 4. That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a visual. For the following photo, give the scientific name, common name, one of 2 river drainages it is associated with in Georgia, and the English translation of its specific epithet. Specifically for the fish.
Shoal bass, Chattahoochee, Fish of the Falls.
Correct for 10 points. Shoal bass, Chattahoochee, or Flint River translates to shoals or rapids, and Micropterus cataractae. Next toss-up. What popular game fish is sometimes called a pike perch? Green 2.
Eastern chain pickerel?
That is incorrect. Red 1.
Walleye?
Walleye is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a verbal bonus. Give the names of the professional organizations that publish the following journals. Journal of Herpetology, Journal of Field Ornithology, Journal of Wildlife Diseases, and Science.
National Academy of Science for science. The AOU, American Ornithological Union for American Herpetological Society.
No points awarded. Society for the Study of Amphibians and Reptiles, Association of Field Ornithologists, Wildlife Diseases, or Wildlife Disease Association, and American Association for the Advancement of Science. All right, next toss-up. The parasitic flightless keds commonly found on white-tailed deer and other large mammals are actually members of what insect order? Red 4.
Arachnid.
That is incorrect. Green 1.
Diptera.
That is correct. They are flies. You have a visual bonus. For the following photo, what is its genus? How are forests in the Appalachians being managed for this species? What are the common names of the two hybrids produced between this species and its close relatives?
Forests are being maintained by doing small clear cuts for early successional habitat.
Correct for 5 points. Clear cutting, or some form of that. Vermivora and Brewster's and Lawrence's warblers are the hybrid names. Next, toss-up. What is the term for the paired copulatory organs found in snakes? Red 2.
Hemipenes.
That is correct. For 10 points. For your bonus, it is a verbal bonus. In terms of chemical immobilization, for the following four drugs, provide their drug classification. Xylazine, ketamine, carfentanil, and diazepam.
Ketamine is a sedative.
No points awarded. Tranquilizer, sedative, dissociative, anesthetic, opioid, and then tranquilizer, sedative. Next, toss-up. What federal act provides for federal regulation of the distribution, sale, and use of pesticides? Green 1.
The Environmental Protection Act.
Incorrect. Red 2.
The Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
Incorrect. The Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act. Next, toss-up. On a male eastern wild turkey, a 10-inch beard typically indicates that the individual, green 4.
Is an adult.
Can you be more specific, please?
An adult over the age of 3.
I will accept that. That is correct. For your bonus, it is a visual bonus. For the following photo, give the family, scientific name, primary habitat, and the disease implicated in declines of this species in some areas. it's match time, and it doesn't matter, so we can stop there. So congratulations, University of Tennessee Martin. UTM. Yep, those 5. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure who needed to go where. So, okay. It's going really well, by the way. Yep. Good. Let's do it. We had a couple of challenges. We warmed up with the first match, and we had to figure out how to get the PowerPoint back up there. So it was very small things. But the challenges were more just me being a little hesitant than anything else. And it wasn't them challenging me. Yeah, it wasn't a challenge there. It was just my own. Oh, stop time. Which 2 matches are these 2?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Can I see this for a second? So our next 2 matches and our last 2 for the day in this room will be Western Carolina against Cleveland State will be first, and then after that, NC State versus Auburn will be the second and last match in here for the day. Yep. And then Auburn and NC State. Yep.
Well, the kids on this said it's real quiet, and I think part of it's they're not using the iPad.
The best losers win.
Take Candace out.
What time is it anyway? 9:59. We might not have time for Gopher tourists, but she said we will go see them no matter what.
Well, I mean, if we get kicked out, they have to spend the day tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's true.
We're Western Carolina University. No. I heard that you were very motivated.
Ah.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
We're good. We're glad to be here.
How many of us
God, they got shirts.
Huh?
They ought to be
How
our
many of
ass.
us are new to this club?
Most.
This is my first.
Just you.
I'm the only new one on the team.
I mean, this is my first conclave with Western, but
I mean, we won't get to do it next year, so
Maybe.
we'll have had to send
No, they
number
host.
conclaves.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Did you come up with all these questions?
Oh, no.
You're the one who came up with all these.
Yes.
I gotta look a little happy as I'm staring down the barrel of a loaded gun.
God.
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now we can't see your bonuses, Amy.
Not worth it.
That's okay, I don't need my ass.
I ain't gonna be able to see to kill the
That
squirt
question
claws
with the
now.
Clemson people behind leveler, I knew that one.
I didn't know that.
Man, that whole section of questions.
Yeah, they got shirts. They should kick our ass. Should. If they don't, they're a disgrace.
We need to get PFG. I don't know, Haywood had shirts and they lost, but they lost to the same people we lost to.
They have PFGs, they look really nice. Haywood has PFGs, they look really nice. We're all like,
What?
Nah,
What?
Haywood's wearing white PFG.
Cleveland State Community College. Yeah, it's just fishing shirts.
Premier fishing gear by Columbia.
It's like performance fishing gear or something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't wear those
Oh, I
damn
saw those
things.
t-shirts you saw that had all the colors on them and stuff. I was like, of course, it's UGA. So of course they have a bunch of money.
I guarantee you my shit goes back in the back.
They also do the answer.
I understand it,
I mean, that's still perfectly legitimate, but it just seems like you're being rock. You're gonna ask a dangerous question. You're gonna be the catnip.
Really good. To be able to do that.
Hey, I've done my bit. I answered one question.
You did.
That's good.
I had my one oddball question that like
What is?
nobody expected.
I like how he answered it like Jeopardy.
Yeah, what is what? What'd you say?
That was awesome.
What is the bombardier beetle?
Bombardier beetle, yeah. What is it?
Yeah, don't
I do.
bombardier.
And then
Skull easy.
Killing me with the pictures, man.
I want to win, but at the same time, I don't want to do this again.
If you know it's between like two things, like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would rather go for tortoising.
We gotta do our trips all day tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to start after lunch.
Yeah. Let's get this fucking shit going. Damn it.
Let's win this shit. Let's draw it out for a whole nother day. You want one what? Without a flash? Okay. With a bit more natural lighting?
The suspense is
I mean, I'm surprised the camera still works after taking that many pictures of me.
Press the damn button and see what happens.
then we're done. And so before we get started with the matches, I want to reiterate, maybe you've already been told, but right after Quiz Bowl, lunch will be served over at the Yao Forestry and Wildlife Building parking lot. You've hopefully seen the map for where that is. It's very close. But that's where lunch will be. And then your team will be finding the person who's going to take you to the team competition. They'll have a sign that says your school. Find them, stick to them, or make them stick to you, or whatever you have to do. They're going to take you to where you need to be. Okay? Question? Where are the... they have a backdrop set out there. I haven't seen where it is, but it's somewhere out there. But it is here, and we'll be able to do it tomorrow also. All right, so go get your lunch right away, and then the team competition route is 1.71 miles, and so feel free to dot it with the lunch afterwards. It'll be lots of running. Let's go ahead and test our buzzers. Cleveland State. Excellent, they still work.
I know, I just want to smash this button so many times.
All right, everyone's ready? Timers are ready? Time's ready. All right, where did I leave off? All right, first toss-up. Give the term that describes plants with male and female structures on the same plant. Red 4.
What is monoecious?
Monoecious is correct, and you don't have to ask a question. I'll do that.
Okay.
But you still earn a bonus. For your bonus, it is a visual. So for the following photo, give the family, scientific name, primary habitat, and the disease implicated in declines of the species in some areas.
Family Colubridae.
No points awarded. It is Crotalidae, Cistoris catenatus, wetlands, and snake fungal disease. Next toss-up. What year was the Key Largo wood rat listed as a federally endangered species? Green 3.
1987?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Feel free.
1993.
Incorrect, 1984. Make sure you talk into the microphones. Go ahead and pull it close if you need. And wait to be acknowledged. Did I miss one? Lucky. All right, next toss-up. 4 species of lagomorphs occur in Georgia, including the eastern cottontail, Appalachian cottontail, and swamp rabbit. Give the scientific name of the 4th species. Red 1.
Silvolagus palustris.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on specimen. For this item, you will need to give us the family, scientific name, common name, and how many other species in this genus occur in the southeastern United States.
Family Ictaluridae.
Correct for 5 points. Ictaluridae is correct. Ictalurus punctatus, channel catfish, and 1. Next toss-up. What is the term for enlargement of the gonads in birds during the breeding season? Recrudescence. Next toss-up. After prescribed fire execution, the final stage involving containment and suppression is termed what? Red 2.
Mop-up.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual bonus. For the photo, give the scientific name, the inflorescence type, life cycle type, and common name of another easily confused and also exotic relative reported in the Southeast that is famous for killing Socrates.
It's gotta be hemlock.
Exotic relative poison hemlock?
Correct for 5 points. Daucus carota, compound umbel, biennial, and poison hemlock. Next toss-up. Bowfin have a physostomous gas bladder. What type of gas bladder is present in cyprinids? Green 1.
Swim bladder.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Also physostomus instead of physoclistus, which is a type of swim bladder. Next toss-up. What fruit type does Brassica rapa have? Silique. All mustards have siliques. Cinnamon teal are distinguishable from what species when looking at just wing characteristics only? Green 1.
Blue-winged teal.
That's correct, and the way it's worded, I could have accepted any duck you said. Correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it's a verbal bonus. Give the correct botanical name for the type of fruit produced by the following tree species: black cherry, honey locust, winged elm, and sweet gum.
Droop for black cherry. Samara for elm. Follicle for sweet gum.
Correct for 10 points. Droop, Samara, you got multiple of capsules and a legume. All right, next toss-up. Of the following, identify the exotic species by common name: Ambrosia artemisiafolia, Ligustrum sinense, Vitis rotundifolia, Ilex opaca. Green 1.
Ligustrum sinense, that is Chinese privet, and Ilex opaca is English ivy.
That is incorrect. Red 3.
Ligustrum sinense is Chinese privet, and Ilex opaca is American holly.
Stop time. I don't have all the answers here. Just the last one. That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is an audio, hopefully. For this audio, give its scientific name, where it nests, its primary nesting materials, and the subspecific epithet of the subspecies that breeds in this area. Your time will start when the sound starts.
Nests on the ground. Nest out of sticks. Birdus, birdus.
Stop. It's Falco, Sparvarius, cavities, none, and Paulus. It's an American kestrel. Next toss-up. Dasypus novum cinctus has what type of teeth? Red 1.
Peg?
Incorrect. Green 3.
They don't have teeth?
They do have teeth, but they have homodont teeth because they're all the same. Next toss-up. What disease in fish presents as small, raised, pale dermal lesions and is often accompanied by scrubbing behavior by the host? Green 1.
Ick.
That is correct, also known as white spot disease. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this, this bonus still counts. Provide the following for this carry-on: order, family, sex, age class.
Collembiformes for the order. Family is Collembidae. Sex is female. Age is juvenile.
Correct for 10 points. Sex is unknown by the wing, and it is an adult. So Western Carolina wins 50 to 40. Congratulations. Screwed it up. Yeah, it was poorly worded. That's all right. So Auburn, NC State is up next. And this is our last match before lunch.
Yeah.
What's that?
Someone said lunch. What time is it?
These are our first races where we're happy, like we're ready to go. We can do this. And these guys are like our nervous faces.
Well, the good news is it doesn't look like there's a lot of audience.
Give everybody a little extra time.
We're not under so much pressure.
Picture killer.
All right, we'll start because I'm done chewing.
Yep, that work.
We're the last ones though, so that way to get done.
Let's go ahead and test the buzzers. Why not? Excellent. All right, all timers ready? Match time ready? Where did I leave off? Right here. All right, for your first toss-up, other than planting it, What is the worst thing you can do if you are trying to get rid of Johnson's grass? Red 4.
Burn it.
Incorrect.
Cut it.
I'm sorry, I
sorry.
didn't recognize you. But the correct response is disking it. Anyway, so. Next toss-up. What is another term used to describe a beaver house? Red 2.
Den.
Incorrect.
Oh, no.
Green 4.
A dam.
Incorrect. Lodge. Next toss-up. Name the term used to describe a communal series of burrows used by a group of rabbits. Red 4.
A warren.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For this item, please give the family, scientific name, common name, and term describing its diet.
Okay.
You need to look at it better.
Let me see. Family's colubridae. Diet would be small invertebrate. Insects. It's an insectivore for diet. Common name is the rough green snake, and scientific name would be. Okay.
Correct for 15 points, though. Yes, you were correct on those. Ophioides, dries, ostivos. Ostivus. Yeah, that. Next toss-up. What two main structures comprise a stamen of a flower? Red 1.
The pistil and the ovary.
That is incorrect. Green 2.
The pistil and the...
Let me stop you there. Incorrect. Anther and filament. Stamens are the boards. Next toss-up. What is the scientific name for pokeweed? Time. Phytolacca americana. Next toss-up. Provide the common name of Aplodontia rufa. Red 2. Oh, I'm sorry, red 3.
Mountain beaver.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on. For your carry-on, relative to chemical immobilization equipment, what are the specific names of the following needle types?
Hypodermic for all four. What is it? Hypodermic for all four.
Hypodermic for all four.
That is incorrect for all 4 of them. Practice needle, barbed needle, side port needle, and colored needle, or gel collar.
All right.
Next toss-up.
Can we reset?
Yes, thank you. Which North American woodpecker species has only 3 toes? Green 3.
Pileated woodpecker?
That is incorrect. Red 2.
Yellow-bellied sapsucker.
Incorrect. The American 3-toed woodpecker.
Creative.
Next toss-up. What is the technical term used to describe a non-directional type of antenna used in VHF radio telemetry? Red 4.
A Yagi antenna?
That is incorrect. Omnidirectional antenna. Next toss-up. Turtles hatch with the aid of a spiny projection on their rostrum tip. What is the term for this structure? Red 1.
Egg tooth.
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a visual. For the following photo of this aquatic plant, give the family, scientific name, common name, and its significance to wildlife.
The significance is animals eat it for food.
Like typically ducks.
Bladderwort for common name. Poaceae for family.
I need you to be more specific on your response about wildlife eat it.
Ducks, waterfowl eat it.
That is correct for 5 points. It's widgeon grass, but it's not a poaceae. And yes, waterfowl is preferred forage. Next toss-up. Who wrote the canvasback on a prairie marsh? Red 2.
George Perkins Marsh.
Incorrect. Green 2.
Aldo Leopold.
Incorrect, not bad though. Al Hochbaum. Next toss-up. The olfactory organ found in the roof of the mouth of snakes. Red 4.
The Jacobson's organ?
That is correct for 10 points. For your bonus, it is a carry-on specimen. For that item, give the family, scientific name, common name, and what time of year does this species typically breed in Georgia?
We're going to do Ranidae for family. They breed in the spring in Georgia. And
See the spots on the back of the legs?
yeah, southern leopard frog. Lithobates palustris for scientific name.
Incorrect. It is Hylidae, southern forest frog, winter, and Pseudacris nigrida. Next toss-up. What is the term for the clear scales covering the otherwise lidless eyes of snakes? Green 3.
Nictitating membrane?
Incorrect. Red 2.
Eyelid.
Incorrect. Eye caps or spectacles. Next toss-up. Yellowstone National Park was the first national park and was created in 1872. What was the second national park created? Red 2.
Yellowstone.
No, that's incorrect. I'll finish the question.
Oh, we did. Oh.
What was the second national park created in 1891? Green 3.
Yosemite National?
That is correct. For 10 points.
Not 0.
For your bonus, it is a visual bonus. For the following photo of this Georgia species, what is the common name, scientific name, the scientific name of the southern relative that is the most fire tolerant, and the common name of the southern relative that is that exhibits extensive epicormic branching?
Pinus palustris for the most fire tolerant. The picture is longleaf pine.
Time. Correct for 5 points. Pinus palustris is the most fire tolerant. Pond pine has epicormic branching. Pinus elliottii, and that was a slash pine. And that's match time. So congratulations, NC State.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. It wasn't 0.
Did we forget a T? I'm not sure who. I won't claim it. We're done for today. There's probably going to be a little bit of movement of specimens over to there or not. I'm not sure. So I don't think we have to. I think all we would have to do is put